and I am the Scrappery creative team newbie. I am new to the Scrappery creative team. This is my first video for the Scrappery channel, so I'm going to do a little introduction. I've got some questions so you can get to know me a little better. I'm going to start by apologising. I don't usually sound like Barry White. Honestly, I don't. My awesome husband came home from work and infected me with the plague right before I needed to film this, so today I sound delightful and you're all getting a treat. That's where the comparison to Barry White ends. I am not going to sing. Nobody needs that. Trust me. Anyway, first question. Where are you from? Well, if you can't tell already from my accent, I am from the UK. I am from Manchester, which is a town in the north of England, a city in the north of England. I currently live in North Wales with my husband, who's Welsh, and our 3 children. We have Cole, who is 10, Amari Blossom, who is 4, and our toddler, Rafferty Blue, he is 2, and he is, yeah, toddlers. Anyway, number 2. When did you start scrapbooking and what drew you to the industry? Oh my gosh, I guess I've always been pretty creative. I've always been the kid that doodled in her exercise books and wanted to paint everything. But I guess scrapbooking, probably when the children came along. I don't have any photos of me as a child, or any real sort of, you know, lovely memories or any of that stuff. So I kind of figured that I wouldn't have that for my children. They would have, they would know the fun stuff of their childhood that, you know, that might be forgotten. I wanted them to have the details that made me laugh. So I guess, yeah, when the children came along, but it didn't necessarily look like the stuff I'm doing now. I guess it would be more sticking a picture in a photo album and then writing a little bit of journaling alongside it. I didn't necessarily embellish those albums the way I do now. So I guess the scrapbooking that I'm doing now, probably in the last 4 years. As to what drew me into the industry, I guess seeing that it didn't have to be that sort of dated style. I guess scrapbooking always seemed quite dated, and you know, clearly I wasn't looking in the right places, but I guess I came across like companies like American Crafts, maybe Studio Calico, and that sort of thing, and saw that actually this was something really creative and you could tell your memories and tell your stories whilst also having an outlet for any sort of artistic passion or whatever, and that really drew me into scrapbooking as we know it now, or as I know it now. So yeah, that. Number 3. Do traditional scrapbook, project life, or maybe make cards? All of the above. I do project life. I would say that project life doesn't necessarily come easily to me. Gosh, my voice. Oh, my husband. Anyway, where was I? project life, yes. It doesn't come necessarily easily to me. I think I fight with either wanting to over embellish or under embellish, or, you know, do I add more or do I add less, or, you know, how do I ruin this pretty little card with journaling? And so I do it and I love it, but it's a much harder process for me than scrapbooking. Scrapbooking, I just, oh, I love it. I love it. I love that I can keep it real simple and just add, you know, a picture and some really bold journaling on a piece of white paper, and it looks really, really freaking cool. Or I can go all out and throw all sorts of mixed media techniques at it, and it still looks really freaking cool. Yeah, God, I love it. I love it. And cards, yes, I make cards. Usually to use up scrapbooking supplies, but I also used to subscribe to a couple of card kit companies. Yeah, I don't tend to make birthday cards though. I'm actually a really, really rubbish friend, and I inevitably forget birthdays. So yeah, I don't always send cards for anything in particular. I just tend to send random cards for no reason whatsoever, just to show that I'm thinking of somebody. But again, I quite like the process of creating cards, and I like that I can use techniques that I wouldn't necessarily use in scrapbooking, like, I don't know, inlaid die cutting techniques and that sort of thing, which I find really, really, really fun to do. So yeah, cards are good for that. What influences your scrapbooking style? Oh my gosh. Everything. You know, everything. Something I can see on TV can spark an idea, or you know, when I'm out and I see, gosh, everything. Nature, colour-wise, fashion, actually, yeah, high fashion stuff. The colours that are going on the catwalk tend to filter into the scrapbooking quite a lot. So, not that you'd think it to look at me, but I like a little bit of fashion. I do. So yeah, I guess things that are going on there. Home decor. Gosh, I don't know. Everything does. Everything I see, everything I experience. Companies too, you know, sometimes it just takes a product and it just sparks a whole cacophony of ideas. You know, it can be anything, and it just sets off this whole sort of set of sparks that just flutter off, and you end up with all these different ideas. I think, yeah, it's everything. I don't have a short answer for that, I'm afraid. Sorry, I don't. What are your favourite products to work with? I guess the main one is probably white cardstock, just because it's so versatile and you can do anything, and it is a literal blank canvas, and you can do anything with it. I love that. More literally, I love paint. I love texture paste. I love gelatos. I love ephemera packs. I love stickers. I love everything. Everything. I'm awkward, aren't I? I don't have precise answers. Yeah, I think white cardstock is probably my only direct answer, just because it's so versatile and you can literally jump anywhere from that starting point. Do you have a funny scrapbooking story or something funny that happened while scrapbooking? No. Not really. I mean, unless you count the fact that I'm always covered in some sort of scrapbooking supplies, or you know, I have stickers stuck to my bum, or glitter in my hair, or you know, marker on my face, or something like that. Yeah, I'm always covered in something. But no mishaps really. Oh, I am renowned. Literally, I generally have to print a few pictures because I am awful for sticking my titles to the picture. You know when you're pulling them off the backing sheet. I am renowned for sticking letters usually right in the middle of the picture where you know you lift it off and everything rips, and yeah, I do that all the time. You would think I would learn. I do not. Or I will, you know, mist onto somebody's face or something like that. But yeah, I do ruin layouts all the time. So yeah, I guess that's fairly funny. What do you love most about scrapbooking? Honestly, it's such a great excuse to be creative. I mean, not that you need an excuse to be creative, but it feels I'm doing it so my children have a record of our lives, of not everything. I mean, I don't scrapbook everything. I don't. In fact, if anything, I tend to scrapbook the silly things rather than the big things. You know, none of the three have a baby album. I don't have a wedding album. I don't know. Things that make me laugh and the little things that tend to be what I scrapbook, because those are the things you're gonna forget, and I don't want to forget those things. I don't want to forget the time that I cried laughing because of something my toddler said or did, or those are the things I want to remember. So that's what I scrapbook, which is totally not the question. What was the question? What do I love most about scrapbooking? Oh my gosh. So yeah, I love that it's an excuse to put some art passion and creative passion, whilst also it's serving a purpose in that you're telling this story and you're leaving behind a story, but you're also putting into that not just the words and the picture, you're putting your heart in it. It's like I spent my time on this. This mattered to me. You mattered to me, and telling this story mattered to me. And it's everything all on one piece of paper or one piece of cardstock. It's for that moment that contained everything. So that's what I love about scrapbooking. It's not just paper. It's not. If you could scrapbook with one person, who would it be? One? No. I want a crop. And I want, of course, my Scrappery ladies. Love you all. You're all fabulous. And I wish I could get together with you girls. I would just sit there and watch you all. I would do nothing but watch you like a creepy stalker in the corner. Which is very creepy. Sorry. Who else? Maggie Holmes. Love her. Ali Edwards. Love her. Her style is, I love it. It's all about the storytelling, and I love that. The little details. yeah. And Stephanie Bryan, because I love her little albums. They're so cute. Yeah. And she could teach me how to take decent photographs. She takes these great photographs with all white backgrounds and they look so good. And her children always look so beautiful against all these white backgrounds. And then, you know, there's mine that got chocolate up the nose and, you know, they don't stay still long enough to get an unblurred shot. And you just think, I need to learn how to do what she does. Yeah. We're not that kind of family. We're just not. What are your favourite techniques? And what techniques scare you? Mixed media. I love it. There is something so primal about getting inky that, yeah, mixed media for sure. I also like die cutting though. I love the techniques you can get with just, you know, just a few different dyes. I love that. What scares me? Hand lettering. For sure. Oh, my handwriting looks like a spider was dipped in ink and let loose on paper. I was a nurse, and you know, years of taking notes at speed of light means that my writing is barely legible. And I could try harder. I could. I'm not gonna. It is what it is. So yeah, hand lettering. What scrapbooking trends have been your favourites, and what trends are you happy to see the back of? White cardstock. Love it. Love it. Mixed media. I love that. I'm loving ombre, actually, you know, sort of ombre backgrounds. I really like that. Gold, silver, mixed metallics. Yes. Washi tape. So useful. Actually, that's not true. It's not. I hoard the stuff. I hoard it. I hardly ever use it. I just like it. What else? Ink splatters. Yeah. It's a simple thing, but it really looks cool. So, ink splatters. What am I glad to see the back of? Don't hate me. Don't hate me. It's not my fault. Vintage. Those dark, vintagey style layouts. Just... no. No. Sorry. What do I love most about the Scrappery? Oh, that's such a double-edged. I'm going to answer this as if I hadn't just been asked to be part of the team, I think, because I followed the Scrappery for quite a while beforehand anyway. I love that the team is so young and fresh, until they got me on it, because I'm old and not fresh. But yeah, the team is so young and they have such a fresh approach to scrapbooking, and each team member has their own very unique sort of style, but yet they all come together and all work together really perfectly. Like, you could take a layout from Sophie and put it next to a layout from Nay or a layout from Adele, and they would all have a connecting thread, but yet they'd all be so very different. I love that. I love that. It's really It's really nice, and it's, yeah, I love that. So yeah, I guess that I feel really weird answering the question now because I don't know. It's like saying, I'm fabulous. They're fabulous. I'm just the newbie, sitting in the corner, wondering how she got here. So yeah, that's me. I don't know what else to say. I'm really blown away that I'm part of a team I've admired for a while. I hope I can do it justice. I'm terribly awkward in front of the camera, as you can see. I'm feeling quite ropey, so I'm probably not making any sort of decent sense, and for that I apologise. But yeah, that's me, and I will look forward to sharing what I can do with you guys and being a part of the team. Thank you ever so much for watching.